Do people often tell you that you are too intense, too quiet, or that you think too much? You might feel like you are socially awkward or difficult to get along with. But psychology suggests it's because you are operating on a different cognitive level. Here are 8 signs that your brain is simply too advanced for the average person to handle. 1. You despise small talk. If questions like, "How about this weather?" make you physically uncomfortable, you likely have a high need for cognition. Smart brains view surface-level chatter as data noise. You want to talk about the universe, not the weekend. 2. You are a maximizer. When making a decision, do you research every single option until you are exhausted? While most people settle for good enough, a high IQ mind is obsessed with finding the optimal solution. In reality, your brain is running a complex cost-benefit analysis that others can't even see. 3. You have a dark sense of humor. If you laugh at things that make others cringe, you aren't twisted, you are smart. To process a dark joke, your brain has to simultaneously process the tragedy and the absurdity. It requires high-speed emotional regulation and cognitive agility. 4. You enjoy being alone. Society says popularity equals success, but the Savannah theory of happiness says otherwise. Your brain is a self-sufficient entertainment system. You don't need constant external validation to feel alive. 5. You are a night owl. If you do your best work at 2 a.m., you are exhibiting evolutionary novelty. While the world demands you wake up at 6 a.m., your brain is wired to hunt for ideas in the quiet of the night. 6. You suffer from imposter syndrome. Ironically, the smartest people often feel the least smart. This is the inverse of the Dunning-Kruger effect. You, however, are painfully aware of how much you don't know. Your constant doubt isn't weakness. It is a sign of a high-functioning, expanding mind. 7. You get bored easily. Does a routine job feel like torture? This is due to synaptic plasticity. Highly intelligent brains learn patterns quickly. Once a pattern is mastered, the brain stops releasing dopamine. You need constant novelty and challenge to keep your neurochemistry balanced. 8. You play devil's advocate. People often get annoyed because you argue for the other side. This is dialectical thinking. You don't argue to be mean, you argue to test the strength of an idea. You value truth over social harmony. So if you are intense, argumentative, night-dwelling, and solitary, don't dim your light. You weren't made to fit in. You were made to stand out. If you want to keep decoding the psychology of your own mind, hit that subscribe button now. Because on this channel, we don't just think, we evolve.